Hi, welcome to today's video where we will be discussing elements of immunology. So the immune system is one of the many bodily systems in our bodies, and bodily systems are composed of cells, which are combined into tissues, which are then organized into organs, and then create entire systems. So each system in our body serves a different purpose, and the immune system's function is to act as a defense against diseases, foreign particles, and even against our own cells which are malfunctioning, such as cancer cells. And really, the immune system aims to fight pathogens, and a pathogen is just any disease-producing agent, such as viruses, bacteria, and fungi. And so our immune system is actually composed of two subsystems, the first of which is called the innate immune system. So this is all of our immune responses that are non-specific. So they're aimed to defend against all pathogens. And we usually have these immune cells from when we are born, and they don't change throughout our life. And often the innate immune response is restricted to a certain part of the body. So for example, if you cut your hand, the innate immune response will only be within your hand. And we can think of the innate immune response as if we are protecting a castle, the castle walls would be our innate response as it's aimed to defend against everything. In comparison, our immune responses are also can be from the adaptive immune system. And so our adaptive immune system actually is aimed to fight specific pathogens, so only fighting a certain virus or a certain bacteria. And as the name suggests, it is adaptive, and so these immune cells will change throughout your life. And this is because our adaptive immune system has a memory. So when we see a virus, say for the first time, we will fight that virus, and then our adaptive immune system will remember that virus so that if we see it a second time around, we will be able to fight it more effectively. And we can think of the adaptive immune system in our analogy with the castle as a more specific line of defense. For example, a catapult shown here is aimed to attack a certain group of people on the other side. Now, honing into the innate immune system a little bit deeper, so the largest form of our innate immune system is actually our skin. It's very good at keeping foreign objects out of our body. And even the parts of our body that aren't covered in skin, such as our eyes or our nostrils, are covered by mucus, which performs the same defense. But often, pathogens will get past this first line of defense, and when this happens, multiple innate immune responses are activated. And the first of which is probably the inflammatory response. So if you cut your hand, that is why you might see your hand might be a little bit swollen or red. That's our innate immune system sending all of the immune cells to that region to fight pathogens. And one of the main cells that are sent to that front line are phagocytes. And phagocytes are special white blood cells that actually eat entire pathogens and then are programmed to self-destruct. So in this figure here in purple, we have the phagocyte. It's eating an entire bacteria, which is shown in red here. And then once it's engulfed that pathogen, and it self-destructs. And you might have seen phagocytes in your real life when you get a cut or a sore and pus comes out. That pus is actually a bunch of dead phagocytes. Another really common innate immune response is a chemical response. So when you are sick and you get a fever, that's your body increasing your body temperature to either slow or stop the growth of pathogens. And that's your body doing a chemical response within your innate immune system. Now, the adaptive immune system is a little bit different because it has to be very good at recognizing cells which are not our own. And to do that, it recognizes things called antigens. Now, antigens are proteins which are on the outside of pathogens. So these are specific to certain viruses, bacteria, and fungi and are found on the outside of their shapes or their bodies. So here we have a virus, and these little protrusions we call antigens. And when our body identifies antigens, our adaptive immune system will start producing special proteins, which are called antibodies. And these antibodies will go and search for these antigens and attach themselves to the antigen on the pathogen. And then these antibodies will signal for other immune cells to come attack and destroy the pathogen. So here in blue is our antibodies, and you'll see the antibodies will attach themselves to the antigen, and then they will signal the alarm for other immune cells to come and destroy that virus. That is for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. And if you want to watch more videos on biology or other scientific topics, please subscribe here. Thanks.